Hello, my lovelies. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. This is a message that will be labeled for March 17th because I'm posting it in time for the 17th where I am in the world. But depending on where you are, maybe the 17th has come and gone. So we're setting the intention that this be a message for you for the next 24 hours from whenever you happen to see it. I'm also going to begin posting the card of the day a little earlier so that people on the other side of the world will maybe get the message in time for their early morning. But we're going to see what's coming up here. Happy birthday to the March 17th babies out there. And happy birthday to you if you happen to stumble upon this video on whatever random day may be your birthday. Ooh, today we have the Four of Swords. So, the Four of Swords is a card that has a lot to do with rest, retreat, like recuperating, okay? And oftentimes it's a card that comes up for me in my readings when the person I'm reading for, like emotionally, spiritually, mentally, sometimes even physically, you've been through the ringer. You've been through a lot. And the Four of Swords is saying you're coming into a time of decompression so that you can just kind of rest and get everything out of your system. And this is a time that we are encouraged to strengthen our faith and our spiritual connection. So prayer, meditation. I find when there's Four of Swords energy, it's very helpful to kind of like get lost in your music. I find music very helpful in this kind of time, in this kind of processing. Uh, this is also a card that sometimes I feel like it comes up to answer the question of why you might feel that things aren't moving in your life or things are at a slow pace. You might be in a time where your angels and guides have slowed things down for you. Maybe you're frustrated with your work and you're wanting to find a new job because you're wanting to do something more challenging. Maybe what you're doing currently is very boring or very slow, or you don't have as much business coming in as you would like, or you don't have as active as a social life that you would like, and you're just kind of like, when are things going to speed up? What's wrong? What am I doing wrong? Am I blocked? Do I have to work on this chakra or that chakra? And sometimes this card comes up to say, look, things have been slowed down so you can kind of process what you've been through and get it out of your system and strengthen your faith, because there's big changes ahead. The things you know and you feel are coming. I'm seeing that so much in the private readings, and I love it. Every time I read it, I love it. But a lot of people have been scheduling private readings and saying, I feel like there's a big change coming, but like, when is it going to be here? What is it going to be? And I'm happy to do those kinds of readings. But that big change that you're like, oh, why isn't it happening yet? This is the calm before the storm. It's going to be a good storm. It's going to be a nice, nice, hefty rainstorm that's going to bring in a lot of flowers and a lot of growth, right? Rainstorm like in a dry desert. It's going to be relieving. It's not going to be a thing of terror. But this is a time that it's for you to just kind of rest and connect and strengthen your faith, because negative ego hates change even when the change is good. And when these big things come in, your mind is going to want to doubt it, and your mind is going to say, oh, I don't know if I'm ready. Oh, I don't know if I'm good enough. Oh, but what if it doesn't work out, right? And we're scared to walk through the door when it opens. How many times have you had that happen in your life, where a door finally popped open but you're terrified to walk through it? Now is the time to strengthen your faith so that when that door pops open, you're going to be ready to walk through it without any hesitation. So this is a time to decompress. This is a time to release, right? You might have been in a lot of hustle and grind energy previously. You might have been in a time here where you've had a lot of just like busy, 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 right? Survival mode. You haven't had the luxury of sitting and processing your feelings. If you were having a hard day, or if something happened and you were devastated, you didn't have the luxury to sit down and cry about it. You had to get to work. You had to make sure there was a roof over your head. Or if you have kids, you have to make sure the kids are getting to school, their homework is done, they're fed. There's no time to sit and cry, right? But now your angels and guides are making time for you to process your feelings and to get out of that uh, hustle, 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 hurry, 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 grind, grind, grind energy, and just have time to have this release, right? That's why you might be in a job right now that's not challenging, because you need your mental and emotional energy right now. And it's beneficial for you at this moment to have a job that you can do with your eyes closed. Once you're through this process and you're fully recuperated and recharged, then you can get to the more challenging stuff. Then you can get to the things that are gonna be more exciting or require your focus and your attention and your effort and your commitment. But right now, the commitment is to be in this Four of Swords energy. I find it interesting also that this card is coming up today, when yesterday's card was the the death card, which is the card for Scorpio. I read something interesting. I'm not an astrology expert. You guys know I read intuitively. I'm not an astrologer by any means. Um, but I read something online recently saying that Scorpios were going to come into a big shift. Also, Gemini, we're going to come into a big shift where, like, they're working less, and there's going to be more time to kind of be in their uh in their rest, in their leisure. And when we're in our rest and in our leisure, we might start looking for something very busy to do because it's a distraction, but we're not meant to have that distraction right now. So, Scorpios, Geminis, you may feel like things aren't as busy, or things are at like a really coastable rate, and you're like, I can take on more. I can take on more. Give me more. Give me more, universe. But not right now. Not right now, because this is the time to kind of uh be in this energy of rest, release, and recuperation. You might want to check out your weekly forecasts if you've not already. Those are linked in the description. Love readings are scheduled to be released starting at um, 2 p.m. Pacific time. And I'm trying to follow the YouTube advice here to get the algorithm picked up again. So they're scheduled to be released at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And the weekly forecasts are going to get released this Saturday. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to my scheduling page. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous day ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.